the European or black alder, Alnus glutinosa in the Betulaceae, widely planted in the northeastern United States and naturalized in many locations, especially along stream courses. It's a very well adapted to saturated soils, even flooded soils for extended periods. It's one of the larger alders in the genus Alnus, and like many of the alder leaves, it looks like it's a member of the birch family with that pinnate venation. And unlike the native alders, the leaf apex is notched. It's not drawn out like it is on our native alders, which are typically shrubs. Later in the growing season, at the end of the twigs, you'll find the male flowers, these small little cone-like structures form, and they'll get very long and extend during the flowering season during early spring. The cones, actually they are not cones, but they're cone-like strobili. The strobilus is a characteristic of all the fruits of the Betulaceae, but in this case, the bracts do not fall off the central axis. So the remainder, and it's very persistent for at least a year, you get a cone-like fruit structure, and those structures hold numerous seeds that readily colonize open areas. This is a ready colonizer of disturbed lands, and it's even planted to restore badly degraded landscapes, especially those that are fairly wet. It is one of the largest alders. It gets over 1 foot in diameter, and it does something very unusual among trees. It's a nitrogen fixer. So it enhances the nitrogen within the soil by taking in nitrogen in the root system, and then the leaves, when they drop, add extra nitrogen to the soil. Alnus glutinosa, the European or black alder, and the Betulaceae.